Are you wanting to increase your flexibility while building strength at the same time? In this video, we're going to do just that by including some gentle standing yoga postures, which we weave in seamlessly into our Tai Chi. So find a place where you can do some mindful movement. All right, so as always, don't worry about getting the movements perfect. Just follow along. I'll be your mirror image, and you can have a seat at any time. We'll begin with the feet together or as close as you can. Bring the hands to the lower abdomen, just taking a few deep breaths, just letting go of all the worries from the day. Arriving in the body, breathing in, the belly expands, breathing out, the belly returns towards the spine, the belly breath. Or just breathing naturally is okay too. Just taking a moment, coming into the present moment, coming into the here and now. And then on the next inhale, you can hold the breath at the top just for a moment and let it out with a big sigh. Just letting out tension and stress. The hands float down by the sides. As you breathe in, the arms float up. They circle in front, gather into the heart. And then the hands float down in front as we sink the chi. Breathing in, gather. Breathing out, directing down. Nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time, sink the chi. And then step one foot out to the side, either foot. The arms float up in front. Then the arms float down, the knees and hips soften, opening the door. Rising up like mist from the lake, floating down like a soft rain. Breathing in and breathing out. This time, circle the arms in front, hug the tree. The arms open up wide. This hand here scoops under, the other one on top as you embrace the moon. And then spin the moon. The other hand comes under, other one on top. Switching sides again. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time, catch the moon. This time, the top hand comes down to the hip. The other hand presses up overhead and press the hip out to the side, reaching the other arm up to the sky, coming into the half moon. You can keep your hand on your hip or you can let it float up. All right, then wherever you're at, the top hand here is going to float down to the hip, the other hand floats up. Pressing the hip to the side, reaching up to the sky. And if you want, the other arm can float up too, the Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And then floating all the way up overhead, reaching up to the sky, the hands float down. The hands press behind. And the hands come forward as you sit back into your chair. Rising up, pressing behind. Floating back down into the chair pose. Coming in and out a few times. Just easing in. And this time, if you want, you can hold for a few breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. The Utkatasana, chair pose. The hands can always come to prayer position if that feels better for the shoulders. Or you can even reach up to the sky or anywhere in between. And then when you're ready, the arms float down, rising up, circle around, hug the tree. And then from here, the hands drawn towards the heart and then push out to the side. The hands draw back in towards the heart, push out to the other side. The dragon stretches its tail. This time, step the foot out to the side as well. Other side, tap the toe out to the side. All right, one more time on each side. Stepping in the opposite direction, looking in the opposite direction of the hands. One more time. Beautiful. Step in and hug the tree. Breathing in, the arms open. Breathing out, fingertips drift towards each other, the hands float down. The hands brush out to the corner. They circle around, coming back in towards the hip, and then out to the other corner, making a figure eight. We call this polishing the table. Your hands are just gliding on the surface of the table. Gentle rotation, nice and easy, nice and slow. One more time. This time the hands float down, right out in front, and then they float up to shoulder height. Other side, arms float up. This time the arms float up, and then this hand here scoops down, comes right out in front to eye level, and then back down. Same side, just the arms at first, coming right out in front. Still breathing. All right, this time if you want, you can lift the leg, touching down as needed, the elbow right over the thigh. Stepping down. We call this the rooster. Stands on one leg, this time touching down or lifting up. As always, meeting yourself where you're at. One more time. The rooster. This time the arms float over to the other side. They drift up to shoulder height, and then this hand scoops down and comes right out in front. Floating back down, still swaying. Just the arms again. Practicing patience, if you know this one already. All right, this time you can lift the leg. Touching down as needed. Coming back down. Touching down or lifting up. The rooster stands on one leg. One more time. Beautiful. Then circle around, hug the tree, bring it back to center. Step one foot out a little bit wider. And then from here, the arms open up wide, the wrists cross down low. And then as you rise up, the arms open overhead. Gathering the energy from the earth below, and then giving it back to the sky above. It's giving and receiving. It's dynamic exchange of the universe. One more time, harmonizing yin and yang. This time the arms float down, the elbows bend, the palms face away as you soften the hips and knees. And then rising up, the hands spiral up towards the sky. Coming back down, the palms face away, softening down. One more time, we call this the goddess pose. And then hold here for a breath or two if you like, or you can keep going in and out. And that goes for any of the postures. Just noticing what arises. And then when you're ready, rising up, hug the tree. Soften, step the foot in a little bit closer. Breathing in, the arms open. Breathing out, fingertips drift towards each other, the hands float down. Gentle sway. Once again, you can do this at any point during the flow, whenever your arms need a break. Keeps the energy moving still though. Soothing the nervous system, creating inner peace and balance. All right, and then when you're ready, you can circle in front, hug the tree, and then soften. From here, the hands turn. Bottom hand drops down. Toss away. The hand waves in, and then press forward, palm over palm, right towards me. Repulsing the monkey. Other side. Breathing in, breathing out, calming the monkey mind, creating focus and clarity. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. This time, toss away, the other hand on top, step in. And both hands together, pushing down and waving in as you soften down, rising up, letting go. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, this time, step out to the side. And as you step out, the bottom hand brushes past the knee, the top hand pushes right across. Top hand floats down, the bottom hand circles up, coming back to the beginning, brush knee and push. Circling it around, and as always, don't worry about getting it perfect. Just keep on moving. All right, one more time. Brush knee and push. This time, the back foot steps back. The front leg straightens, palms face up towards the sky, keeping the spine nice and long, reach across, easing into the hip. Coming back up. And as you reach to the side, the hips go the other way. Very nice. One more time. This time, if you want, you can rotate one hand down, the other hand can float up, or you can always come to the heart. or anywhere in between. We call this the triangle pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Just letting go of striving, just finding your edge. And then floating back up. The front knee bends, the back foot steps in, the front hand comes up and over, brush knee and push one more time. Then sit back, the hands float to the center. This hand here drops down, toss away, other hand on top, step in. Both hands together, pushing down and waving in. Rising up, letting go. One more time. This time step out to the other side. And as you step out, the bottom hand brushes past the knee, the top hand pushes right across, top hand floats down, bottom hand comes up, circling it around, weaving it together, brush knee and push. Letting go of tension as we learn to move with ease. And then this time, step the back foot back. Front leg straightens, palms face up. Keeping the spine nice and long, reach across, front leg is straight or slightly bent. Coming in and out a few times, just easing into the hip. Finding that edge where any more is too much, but any less is not quite there. And then rotating one hand down, the other hand up, or to the heart. The triangle pose. Just noticing if it feels different compared to the other side. And if it does, that's okay. And then when you're ready, rotating back up. Front knee bends, back foot steps up. Front hand comes up and over. Brush knee and push. From here, sit back. The hands float to the center, hug the tree. Rounding out, soften. The arms open up wide. The hands float down, the palms face up, one hand on top of the other. And then this hand here floats up and over. And then down the center line of the body. Other side, breathe in as the hand floats up. Breathing out, centering. A good one to do anytime during the day to create focus and clarity. Calming the heart, calming the mind. One more time, centering. This time, both arms float all the way up and over, just as much as you can. The hands float down to the waist as you soften the hips and knees. Circle in front as you gather in the energy to transform to loving kindness and self-compassion. One more time, open the heart. This time, make a diamond shape with the hands in front of the heart and then press out, sending out all your loving kindness to the world. May all beings be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they live with ease. And then turning your palms to face yourself, the hands come to the heart. May I be kind to myself. May I feel connected with all beings. May I love myself just as I am. And the hands can float down to the lower abdomen. You can step your feet together or as close as you can. You can close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. And let your body rock and sway ever so slightly. Bamboo in the wind. Just feeling the gentle rocking motion in the body. Feeling all the sensations that arise. Feel the body breathing in and out. And then bring your attention into your heart, creating an inner smile. Expressing gratitude to yourself for being here today. Then if your eyes were closed, you can slowly open them. The hands can come together in front of the heart. You can finish with a bow. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you did, I'd love it if you typed in the comments below and let me know how it felt for you, and I'll see you in the next video.